joke.
A joke? No, buddy, we can't do that. No, we can't tell a joke, no.
Why not?
No, they expect more than just a joke from us, no.
Well, let's tell them 2 jokes.
Two... Well, 2 jokes. I mean, 2 jokes is still 1 joke and another joke is still jokes. Nah, we can't do that, buddy.
Well, we'll tell 2 jokes at the same time, and that way they got to figure out both of them.
Oh, you mean like you tell a little bit, I tell a little bit, you a little bit, me, you, punch, punch. Oh.
Yeah, right on. You go first, because you suggested it.
Okay, this man walks into a bar, goes up to the bartender and orders 3 beer. He goes over to a table, sits down at the table, and proceeds to drink all 3 beer the one time. And he does this for 3 nights in a row.
3 fellas walk into a public washroom, stand up at 3 separate urinals, unzip, and start to pee.
So on the 4th night, the guy comes in, orders his 3 beer. The bartender got really curious. So he looks at Buddy and he says, "Hey, Buddy, how come you're ordering 3 beer and going over there to the table and you're sitting down and you're drinking all 3 of them yourself?"
Fella at the first urinal finishes up and he announces for the other guys to hear this. "I'm from Saskatchewan, and everybody in Saskatchewan knows that when you're finished using the public washroom, you have to wash your hands." So he goes over and starts to wash his hands, right?
So the guy explains to the bartender that he's got 2 brothers and they just left the country. And before they left, he promised them that every time he drank a beer, he'd have 1 for them too. So every time he goes out, 3 beer.
Fellow at the second urinal finishes up and he says for the other fellows to hear, he says, "Well, I'm from Quebec, eh? And the public education level in Quebec is even higher, and everybody in Quebec knows that you not only wash your hands, but you scrub them very thoroughly." So he goes over and starts to scrub his hands very thoroughly.
So a week later, the guy walks into the bar and he orders 2 beer, and the bartender picked up on it right away. And he says, "Ah, Buddy, 2 beer. I'm really curious. How come 2 beer?" And then he said, "Oh, I know what happened. One of your brothers must have passed away, right?"
Fella at the third urinal speaks up and says, "Boys, I'm from Carbonear, Newfoundland, and one thing Mother taught us was not to piss on our hands."
Ah.